Taking you back in time, there it is for you, Dobie Gray, and of course, out on the floor, but on the floor and in the chair is Mr. Earl Brown. Welcome to the studio, Earl. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Good afternoon, Dave. Good afternoon, Pattaya.
It's nice to see you. You're a virgin in the studio, aren't you?
Yes.
So they tell me.
What do you mean by that? Yes.
The first time your first
in
time
this studio, yes, but, you know.
You've graced us with your presence, sir.
Usually used to Radio 1, but this will have to do today.
Now, we're here to talk about, of course, the Great Northern Soul Night that's on the way. Is it is Saturday the 26th, yeah?
25th, this Saturday,
25th, okay.
Yes, it's the fourth event.
And where's it being held at?
It's at the Boomerang Bar once again, from the previous event, which is at the Wombat Bar Complex, which is part of the Shagwell Hotel group. And,
of course, that is where you had it last time, yeah?
It is, yep. Sawyer Thai, not far from Big C Extra.
And going on the last time's performance, I mean, how was it last time? Was it above expectations?
Well, I'm always a bit pessimistic, and Ava, my partner in crime, is always optimistic. I was expecting maybe 150, 160, 170 maximum, and we ended up with 220.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's great.
But it's growing all the time, isn't it? I mean,
all the time.
The interest in it is growing, of course, because there's a lot of expats here who, of course, in their old days, you know, used to go and do the Northern Soul dancing wherever they went to. And, of course, there's also the new generation who are getting into it as well.
Well, that's it. I mean, every event we have such a wide demographic, from young Thais to old Thais to expats, Phalangs, women, etc. You know, it's been great. It's been great. And it's great to see them all dancing, having a good time in a relaxed atmosphere.
And what about the... Let's talk about the Thai people that come into the Northern Soul Nights. I mean, who have never heard the kind of music. I mean, how do they take it?
They love it. They love it. I mean, I'll give you one quote. A girl said to me, it's great to see people who've lived older than her dancing. And also...
Is that good?
I'm assuming so, yes. And also at the first event, I was a comment from a Phalang who said it's nice to go out somewhere and see older guys dancing instead of going to all these rave clubs, you know, etc. down Walking Street, just bump, bump, bump.
Yeah. I totally agree with you. I mean, you know, some of the older guys here who did the Northern Soul Nights, I mean, they used to have a lot of fun in the old days, and now what you've done with the Northern Soul Night is basically you've reborn them again, haven't you?
Yeah, a little bit. It's a little bit like, well, loose correlation is when I came over here and ended up playing cricket. I thought I'd never play cricket in Thailand. You know, and then again, these guys were thinking they'd never go to a Northern Soul do in Thailand. You know, this is what we've got now.
All right, stay with us, Val. We're going to take a little bit of a break, okay? Get things sorted out, get a couple of tracks lined up, and we'll go into the Northern Soul itself and, of course, where it all started, okay?
Cheers.
Stay with us.
Lay back and relax with core tunes for the hot city.
Listen to it non-stop.
Yeah, you got a friend in me.
That makes me happy.
You got a friend. You got a friend.
Pattaya 105.
Taking us to 20 minutes past the hour of 2 o'clock, and welcome back to Pattaya 105. Of course, in the studio, Mr. Earl Brown, and of course, the Northern Soul Night coming up. Welcome back, Earl.
Thank you. Welcome back myself.
Welcome back myself. Give me a pat. Okay, right. What we can say about is this. Where did you get into Northern Soul? How did it all start for you?
Well, it started with me. My father was a Northern Soul DJ, never famous, but in and around Yorkshire. And I was growing up as a small child, just I could listen to music. Obviously, I was playing all these Northern Soul tracks throughout the house. And obviously, at 2 or 3 or 4 years old, you don't really realise, but maybe subconsciously, the love of music's getting inside somehow. And then as I've grown up, he was teaching me about soul music, etc., and playing records to me. So rush home, listen to this, and I had to sit down and listen to it, otherwise I won't get my tea.
Yeah, that was one of your chores. You had to listen to the music. Now, of course, you was telling me in the break that your parents used to go out to the all-nighters.
Yeah, they were Wigan regulars, my mother and father.
And, the Wigan Casino, yeah?
Yes, Wigan Casino, yes. Before it closed, unfortunately, but...
I mean, that was... I mean, I heard a little bit of... on the news the other day, and I mean, I actually believe, you know, that over one time they had like 200,000 subscribers. I mean, I went to Wigan Casino a couple of times myself, and I can always remember the earlier you got there, the bigger the queue. It was just crazy. I mean, it was so massive. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, there's lots of clips on YouTube showing him trying to get in. There was a classic, the old manager, I forgot his name now, he just no pushing at the back.
I think it was
just hundreds and hundreds.
I think it was when I was a $5 or something. Is that right? $5?
I don't know, it seems very expensive.
$5.
What year was that?
I don't know, I was about 9 at the time. About a $5 or something, you know, something like that. But I can also remember the queues. But the smaller places that I used to go to was a place called Blue Note in Nottingham, which was the Northern Soul Club, and you used to get more of the locals in there, if that's what you say, doing their own thing. A bit like what you're doing now, in the sense of the Northern Soul Night here. But how hard was, I mean, what gave you I know where the idea comes from to do a Northern Soul Night here, but I mean, did you think that it'd fail? I mean, did you think there was anybody here that sort of liked Northern Soul?
Well, we were sure. I mean, if I give you the full story, I mean, Eva Johnson, my partner in crime.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Yeah, happy birthday, Eva.
Happy birthday, yeah.
74 today, bless her. Still looking well.
We didn't have to say that, Earl. Eva, you don't look 74.
No, 73.
Okay.
But no,
And a half.
She'd been to a famous club while she was staying in the UK in London called the 100 Club.
Okay.
And she went to see Bobby Womack. And she came back, she was chatting away on Facebook to me, just general chit-chat about Bobby Womack, and I like some of Bobby's stuff as well. And she was saying she really liked Northern Soul. And I said, well, funnily enough, I've got, a penchant for Northern Soul as well, I quite like it. And we just chatted a bit more. I think it'd work over here. This is how it starts, the general chit-chat on Facebook. So let's meet up. We met up, a few beers, some lunch, discussed it. And, well, yeah, why not? Give it a crack. We've both been in a while, got, a big circle of friends, so we should invite them and see what happens, and then try and spread the word through his contacts, etc. And we did the first one, and again, me being pessimistic, I'd have been happy with 50, I said at the time. But like I say, 130 through the door, and you were at the first one, I believe.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good night. I enjoyed it.
As we say in Yorkshire, chuffed to bits. We were.
Chuffed to bits.
Yeah, chuffed to bits. And I was over the moon. It was great. And and Ava got on the microphone about 9 o'clock and said, "Oh, would you like another one?" Well, the crowd said, "Yes, of course."
Do you think that there is sort of people that have never been into Northern Soul here in Pattaya that come just out of curiosity?
Curiosity and maybe the drink offer as well, but I think I'd say 90% of the people who do come actually enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, I can see from the one I went to, the first one I think it was that you had, people were enjoying it all night, that it was a good enjoying themselves again and dancing away, and okay, they have to take a few more rests now and again, but it was a good night, it was really good. But I'm sort of intrigued, in the sort of, like you said, it was over a chit-chat and a beer or whatever you want to say at the end of the day, but of course, it's almost, I think it's a good move because it's away from the norm, if you get what I'm saying. I mean, you can go to any bar now, you can hear boom, boom, bang, bang, ding, dong, ding, dong, but you can't hear this kind of music. So I think it will grow and grow, Earl. I mean, that's the point I'm trying to get across.
Well, if we see the coverage we're getting now from, like, yourselves and other media interests, and, I mean, we've gone as far away as Australia. I mean, recently did an interview on ABC Australian Radio, and they found out about us through the websites and the internet, and just saying, it's getting bigger and bigger. I mean, I remember somebody giving a comment at Deucit part of a Deucit one we had, and said, what have you created, what's next, where do you go from here? I said, I don't know, it's all new to me, this event promotion thing, but we'll see what we can do.
And what about, I mean, I don't know if it exists here, you'll have to tell me and try and, sort of educate me on this, but I remember when I was over in the UK, people used to have the vinyls and sell vinyls and that. Do you think that'll ever happen here? Is there any guys over here who got vinyls?
Well, I know there's now a shop in Bangkok that sells vinyl. It's Thai Soul.
Okay, right.
So, but as for vinyl, I mean, a lot of them leave them back home in England, and it's a logistics issue. I mean, and they're expensive records as well. If they go missing in a container or get broken, it's and can't go out and buy them again.
No. I mean, I was talking in the break, I got stuff for myself, and I'd hate to think that it got broken or anything like that. So what are future plans? I mean, we can talk. We can talk all day, and we're going to talk all day, and you can stay as long as you want. But as soon as the electricity runs out, we've got to go. Well, that's it. We're out of it. But where do you think it's going to go? Where do you think it'll lead to? Do you think it'll keep building and building and building?
I'm hoping so, keep building. I mean, obviously it will plateau eventually when we'll get a certain number at each event, but, this is going to be a great event coming up, but we've got some special plans coming up for us in November, which is his first birthday.
And also, you'll be into the eye season.
Yep. Exactly.
Which is a big bonus, of course.
I mean, 1 year already, it's gone by so quickly.
1 year already?
Yeah, it will be in November, yeah.
Wow.
November is first event.
Wow.
So, I mean, the actual planning stage is over a year.
Yeah.
But, as I say, November, it's his first birthday, so we're planning some special events for that night, but we're not going to let anything slip just yet until everything's confirmed.
All right, okay, stay with us on 105. Earl is on the radio, he's here, and of course he's drinking all my coffee and water, but we'll be back very shortly, right after this.
Pattaya 105.
Taking you back in time, there it is, 20 minutes to the hour of 3 o'clock, and of course, Billy Ocean, red light spells danger. Well, the red light is on in the studio, Earl Brown is in the studio, and he's talking, of course, about the up-and-coming Soul Night, of course, the Northern Soul Night that's going to hit Pattaya again. Welcome back, Earl.
Thank you.
Now, just to remind people where it is, when it is, how much it is, what's happening, just give us all the information, Earl. Go on, mate, you knock your socks off.
Well, first of all, the venue is, same as the previous venue, it's the Boomerang Bar, which is attached to the Wombat Bar, which is attached to the Shagwell Mansions Hotel Bar Complex on Soyarunotai. We had a great response about the venue last time. It was more of a Northern Soul feel. The club here, the dark dinginess about it, which is not, derogatory, but that helped the night, the theme of the night. Again, it's only 400 baht entrance. And for your 400 baht entrance, you get 2 hours free flow of San Miguel, red and white wine. And we've also been donated 2 cases of cider, and it's Thatcher's and Kepler's cider this time. And we've also been donated a big cider punch. Usually that'll be for the girls, apparently. Well, until the lads have drunk all the cider, and the lads will be in the cider punch as well.
Yeah, and of course you're opening a foundation as well at the same time. I mean, we've got to remind people that this is not to line your own pocket, of course.
No, not at all. No.
This is completely for charity. That people are doing, giving their time up and raising money for a charity. What is that charity, Earl?
Well, the charity is the Hand to Hand Foundation, which is just behind Duck Square at Big C in South Pattaya, and that's run by Margie. And like I said, the night's all about the music, but any proceeds we make we give away to charity. So
all donations go to the charity, and of course you're helping them along with good causes. Going back to Northern Soul Nights, I'm just want to try. I've got your dad in my mind for some reason. Did he ever used to collect the badges?
Yes, he did. He had a few badges. Wasn't a massive collector, but I'd say probably about 50 or 60 different ones. Yeah, but he was also a Wigan boy, my father, so he didn't really travel much farther. It was always Wigan Casino.
Oh, so he never went to like the...
He did go to smaller ones.
What about Blackpool Mecca or...
No. Carlton Soul Club in Leeds. He went, and there were smaller events happening all around Yorkshire. I mean, if you look on like website, Soul Source is a good website.
Right.
You look, there's events happening every weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday around England now. It's crazy.
And I can also remember going to them, and I also remember that we used to go into a pub first, and it was the first that could do it is to nick the beer towel.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because we used to have beer... I remember we used to have beer towels at the side of our jeans that used to have about 40-inch bottoms.
Yep.
And we also used to nick the beer towels, for the night time, for the sweat.
Yeah, it's all part of a tradition. And I remember on the first night at the play club, Ricky Vaughan, when I first met Ricky, it looked like a beer towel right around his neck. He was keeping up.
And also, we have got to say, I mean, this is really, really true, and this is we're not telling any lies here, baby powder.
Yeah, it's correct.
And people say, why do you take baby powder? Well, number one is you used to put it on your hands, and number two is you used to put it on the floor.
Yep.
Help you spin around, yeah?
It's correct, yeah. I mean, dancing chalk was too dangerous. You put that down, it was like an ice floor. But yeah, anything like that, talc or baby powder, yeah,